If you're setting up WooCommerce for the first time, this video will save you from making the mistakes that almost everyone makes. WooCommerce is powerful, but the settings can feel overwhelming, and most tutorials skip the parts that actually matter. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact setup I use on real client stores, payments, currency, tax, shipping zones, customer accounts, and email notifications. Let's get started. After activating the WooCommerce plugin, look at your dashboard for a card that says Set up your store or Start selling. Click that button to begin the guided setup. You'll see screens for store details, industry, product types, payments, shipping, and a few optional items. For now, keep this simple. Skip design or customization steps because we'll handle the shop layout later using Woolentor or Elementor. You'll now see the WooCommerce setup checklist. It includes items such as setup payments, add products, and setup tax. Click Setup Payments. On the payments screen, look at the status column. If cash on delivery is off, click the toggle so it turns on. Then click the Manage link in the same row. On the settings page, type a clear payment title so customers understand exactly what this method is for. For example, pay with cash upon delivery. And in the instructions box, add one sentence that appears on the thank you page and in emails. Scroll to the bottom and click the blue Save Changes button. Now configure your store's basic information. In the WordPress left sidebar, click WooCommerce. Then click Settings. Then click the General tab. Enter your full store address, including country, state, and postal code. This information helps WooCommerce calculate shipping and tax accurately. In the General Options area, choose your selling location. For example, sell to all countries or sell to specific countries only, and choose your shipping location preference. If you're selling digital products only, you can disable shipping here. For default customer location, choose Shop Base Address, unless you have a specific reason to use geolocation. Next, set up your currency, for example, US dollar, and adjust currency position. Thousand separator and decimal separator to match your locale. Before leaving this screen, check number of decimals. If you sell in whole units only, set this to 0, so prices don't show trailing 0.00. Otherwise, leave it at 2. Scroll down and click Save Changes and check for the success notice at the top. Next, review the other settings tab so the foundations are correct. Click the Products tab and find the Measurements section. Set the weight unit to kilograms or pounds based on your catalogue and the dimensions units to centimetres or inches. In the Reviews section, turn reviews off for now if you won't be moderating them yet. You can enable them later. If you plan to charge tax, check the box that says Enable Taxes and Tax Calculations. After you enable that, you'll see a new tax tab where you can enter tax rates or connect to a tax service later. If you're not ready to configure tax today, leave it disabled or return when your region's rules are clear. Shipping is crucial, so take a moment to set up zones and methods. Click the Shipping tab. You'll see the Shipping Zones page. Click the button that says Add Shipping Zone. In the zone name, type North America. In regions, add the United States. Click the button Add Shipping Method. Choose Free Shipping and Confirm. A small settings link appears next to free shipping. Click it and set a condition such as free shipping requires a minimum order amount. Enter the threshold you prefer, for example, 100 or 200, and save. Return to the Shipping Zones page. Click Add Shipping Zone again, and in the zone name, type Rest of World. In regions, choose the option labelled Rest of the World. Click Add Shipping Method. Choose Flat Rate and confirm. Click the settings link next to flat rate and enter a simple fixed cost, such as $15. Save your changes. You now have a clear 2-tier shipping system. Free shipping for North America above your threshold and a flat fee for all other locations. Open the Shipping Options subtab. In Calculations, decide if you want to hide shipping costs until an address is entered. For most stores, it's better to show estimates early, so leave this unchecked. In Shipping Destination, choose whether to default to the customer's shipping address or billing address based on your fulfillment process. Click Save Changes. If you plan to charge differently for bulky items, open the Shipping Classes subtab. Click Add Shipping Class, name it Bulky, add a short description. You can assign this class to specific products later from each product's shipping section. Next, let's move to the Accounts and Privacy tab. Decide how you want customers to check out. For faster purchases during development and for many stores, allow guest checkout so customers can place orders without creating an account. If you want returning buyers to manage addresses and to view past orders, also allow customers to create an account during checkout and save your changes. Open the Emails tab. WooCommerce sends messages for events like new orders, cancelled orders, completed order. So at the top, set the From name to your brand, for example, GymFit, and set the From address to a monitored inbox, for example, orders at your domain. To double check, click Manage on the new order notification and confirm that your admin email is listed in Recipients. If you want to adjust the tone, edit the email subject and heading to match your brand's voice, and then click Save Changes. At this point, your WooCommerce store has essential settings in place. Payments for development, currency, optional tax, shipping zones and rates, account rules, and email notifications. If you missed anything, make sure to go to your WooCommerce settings page and add every single detail that you can. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.